Let's finish strong, Timmy. 20 seconds, Tim. Work hard. Work hard, Tim. Work. Come on.
Stop everything, because the story everyone thinks they understand might only be the surface. And if you believe this fight is just another comeback, you may have already missed the biggest twist. Everyone keeps talking about Errol Spence. Everyone keeps talking about Tszyu. But what if the real battle started long before either man stepped into the gym?
Good, man. Good thing I started camp early, because, I mean, stuff started, you feel stuff like aches and things that I don't know if I felt them 3 years ago, but
Allegedly, according to online speculation and non-stop fan debates, this isn't just about punches anymore. It's about legacy, pride, timing, and who controls the next chapter of boxing. And trust me, this is where everything suddenly changes.
Yeah. Gap slip. Okay, go. Gap slip. Okay, go. One. Two. Gap slip. Okay, go. That's it. One. Go. You gap slip. Left hand. That's it, leave it, that's it, good boy, just bring it up, that's it. Chin down, Timmy, bring it down. Tim, from where you are, I'm just going to ask you what comes next. Just do that to me. No, yeah, but just watch and see. Yeah, and then, yeah, that all, yeah, boom, then boom, you know. That's it, the weight's the power from the hips. Twist it.
Just when people thought Errol Spence was quietly rebuilding after the toughest night of his career, training footage starts appearing everywhere. Fans begin slowing every clip down frame by frame. And suddenly the internet acts like it has become a detective agency overnight. One side says Spence looks sharper than ever. Another side insists they're seeing signs that only exist because expectations have completely changed. But here's where it gets strange. The more people argue, the more attention shifts away from what Tszyu is doing behind the scenes. And according
Hey guys, Jeff Fennick here. We're 1 week into our training camp and Tim's getting better and better every day. Around 10 weeks to go. We're going to see a new Tszyu out there. We're going to have the man who's hungry enough to win the fight.
Completely sweating, it's drenched, it's hot, there's no air, but you find ways to keep on getting better.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes. $48, $49.
I mean, these conditions, running in 36, 37 degrees, high humidity, it's no joke, and it really does test an athlete mentally, particularly when they're training at that kind of intensity.
Look, he's always been focused, yeah? But this time I would say that he's putting more effort because he knows. This fight means for him everything. As they said, for them...
To fans, that's exactly why this story refuses to stay simple. Fake breaking news. The online rumor mill has officially entered overdrive, with social media exploding over the latest training clips. And suddenly, every jab, every sprint, and every pad session is supposedly proof of something bigger. Is any of it confirmed? No. But that hasn't stopped the internet from connecting dots faster than ever. Then Tszyu enters the conversation with confident comments that instantly light another fire under the boxing world. Fans immediately split into two camps. Some call it confidence. Others call it psychological warfare.
The track is a boxer's best friend, and also we were sending.
What a beautiful day, too.
The sprint's got my legs far, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah,
Right, so no pain, no gain.
that's exactly.
Others say it's exactly the mindset a future champion should have. But then, Errol Spence responds, and the energy changes completely. Not because of insults, not because of drama, because suddenly the fight doesn't sound like a business decision anymore. It sounds personal. Allegedly, fans believe respect quietly left the room the moment retirement started getting mentioned. And once that happened, the entire storyline transformed overnight. But don't click away yet because the next twist flips everything upside down. Everyone keeps asking whether Spence can still be the same fighter after everything he's been through. Fair question. But almost nobody was asking whether Tszyu himself has quietly evolved into an entirely different version of the fighter people think they know. That's the hidden conversation taking over boxing forums. Reports suggest his camp has been focusing heavily on defense, movement, rhythm, conditioning, and patience, instead of simply relying on pressure. Suddenly, the narrative isn't young lion versus veteran. Suddenly, it's new version versus forgotten version.
Tune in to Errol Spence against Tszyu.
I think stylistically, it's the last hooray for Errol Spence. Get in and watch his last fight.
But you plan, I guess, plan for a retirement plan, would you say? For
Of course, if he's already talking about holidays and retirement plans, then this is his fun. The type of fighter he is. He likes to take on again hard challenges. But I'm going to give him that regret feeling that, he should have taken a warm-up fight.
Yeah. Obviously, he had people haven't seen much anything of him from the last few years. And he had he had an open workout the last few weeks ago, and a lot of people took from that, people looking like he's slow and this and that. I don't know if you took anything from it, but also I guess did you take anything from it, if you'd seen anything from
Honestly, I haven't seen anything.
Yeah.
But I feel like Errol's is a monotone type guy.
Yeah.
He's what he's good at is that constant pressure, constant punching, and it doesn't have to be flashy and quick and stuff like that. He knows when to throw the punch, and he keeps on going until you have to be until it's sink or swim type situation.
See how fast everything changed? Fake breaking news. Boxing fans have allegedly declared this one of the most psychologically fascinating camps of the year, after every training clip became its own internet investigation. Every shadowbox session creates 10 new theories. Every interview creates 20 more debates. Every smile is analyzed. Every serious face becomes another headline. You couldn't script this better if you tried. Then comes another twist nobody expected. Spence openly talks about training smarter instead of simply training harder. And somehow that one statement creates another wave of speculation. Some viewers hear wisdom, others hear adjustment, others hear maturity. And somehow the exact same sentence creates 3 completely different stories depending on who's listening. That's when you realize something bigger is happening. The fans aren't just watching a fight anymore. They're writing their own versions of the story before the opening bell even.
Like I wasn't disrespectful to him. It's a fight, and I think I heard something he said about he gonna do me like Fundora did Keith Herman, and just talk about a whole bunch of crap, and then he expect me to come shake his hand, and I just wasn't in the mood for it. It's time to fight. We're in a tough fight. Say it's gonna be a war, then let it be there.
Errol, I don't know if you remember a few years ago, after Amel became undisputed, you were in the tent and Tim Tszyu's name came up, and you were like, Tim Tszyu is trash. Do you still feel like that? And he's fought a couple guys since then. Do you think he's grown at all since you first said that as a fighter?
Yeah, he's good. Working a lot smarter than I'm working. Then I'm working hard. Like I'm still working hard, but I'm taking the time to listen to my body. Like, nah, we gonna chill today, or nah, we not gonna go hard every day. You can't go hard every day, especially when you like older fighters used to tell me this, but now I know once you get a little older, your body tell you like, nah, like chill today. I already gave you 3 hard days. Like we gonna take it light today. Yeah. So it's been a huge adjustment.
Rings. And that may be the wildest part of all. But wait, because this rabbit hole gets even deeper. Tim Tszyu keeps projecting confidence. Spence keeps projecting calm. Yet the louder the internet becomes, the quieter both fighters appear. Isn't that strange? According to online speculation, both camps seem perfectly happy allowing fans to create their own expectations while they continue preparing behind closed doors. Whether that's intentional or simply coincidence remains.
Ronnie Shields, Errol's current trainer. Errol looking in great shape. And who's this next to him? None other than Brian Mendoza, Cuban-American, who actually fought Tim Tszyu. We'll get to that in a second. So, right off rip, one thing I'm noticing is Brian Mendoza always in shape, always kind of ready to go. Every time I've seen him, he's in shape. Errol don't look really small next to him. I mean, y'all let me know what you think in the comment section. But that's a good sign because Errol Spence, this will be his first fight at 154. And if he looked like real small, that would be potentially problematic, right? Going up against Tim Tszyu, who's been fighting, former champion in that division. So right off rip, that's the first thing I noticed is that Errol looks dialed in, about 4 weeks out from his fight. And now that we have a barometer in Brian Mendoza, I mean, look at Errol's shoulders. Look at, the width of him. It look like they're in the same division. So Errol definitely filling out. And what's beneficial for Errol is we're talking about
a unknown, but the mystery only makes everything feel even bigger. Fake breaking news. Social media has allegedly reached maximum overreaction mode after viewers compared side-by-side training videos, arguing over hand speed, footwork, timing, conditioning, and body language, as if they were decoding secret messages. Nothing has been confirmed, yet somehow every opinion arrives sounding completely certain. Welcome to fight season. Then another unexpected layer appears. Former champions begin sharing opinions. Analysts start making predictions. Podcasts suddenly dedicate entire episodes to the matchup. And instead of creating clarity, every new opinion somehow creates even more confusion.
Because I know how good I am, but there's times where I'm like, even I blow myself away. And I mean, the stuff that I did with these guys this weekend, I blew myself away. I'm still talking about it to my lady and everything. I'm still hyped up about it. So you guys be looking out for those interviews. Shout out to Fox Australia, man. They're gonna bless us. They're gonna put together the finished product and they're gonna give it to us so that we can put it on our platform, which is, to me, is amazing.
One respected voice believes Spence's experience wins the day. Another insists youth and momentum belong to Tszyu. Another says the real winner will simply be whoever handles the pressure better. Suddenly, nobody agrees on anything anymore, and honestly, That might be the biggest compliment this matchup could receive, because truly unpredictable fights are becoming rare. Here's where the conspiracy-style storytelling really kicks in. Allegedly, fans are beginning to wonder if the biggest advantage isn't physical at all. What if confidence becomes the deciding factor? What if patience changes everything? What if everyone is studying the wrong fighter? What if all the viral training clips are simply distractions while the real adjustments stay hidden? Nobody knows. But the questions just keep multiplying. Then something funny happens. Every compliment for Tim instantly motivates Spence supporters. Every compliment for Spence energizes Team Tszyu. The conversation starts feeding itself. Every debate creates another debate. Every prediction inspires another prediction. It's like watching two unstoppable waves crashing into each other before the actual fight has even started. Fake breaking news according to fans, and only according to fans. This may already be winning the award for the most emotionally debated matchup before fight night. Again, that's fan reaction, not confirmed fact. But the passion surrounding this event is impossible to ignore. Then comes perhaps the biggest narrative flip of all. What if everyone has misunderstood what this comeback really represents? Some viewers frame it as redemption. Others frame it as survival. Others see opportunity. But maybe, just maybe, it's simply evolution. Maybe Spence isn't trying to become the fighter he used to be. Maybe he's trying to become something entirely different. And if that's true, suddenly every comparison to the past becomes less important than what happens next. Meanwhile, Tszyu faces his own invisible pressure. Online speculation keeps describing him as the hungry challenger ready for a defining victory. But expectations can become their own opponent. Every confident interview raises the bar. Every impressive workout increases the spotlight. Every prediction adds another invisible weight to carry. Suddenly, both men are entering the same ring carrying completely different burdens. And somehow that makes the story even more dramatic than anyone expected. Here's the part that keeps boxing fans awake at night. Nobody can actually agree which version of either fighter will appear. That's the mystery. That's the suspense. That's why every training clip spreads across social media in minutes. Everyone thinks they see the answer until the next clip changes the conversation all over again. One day the headlines belong to Spence. The next day, Tszyu steals them right back. Then another interview appears, another quote goes viral, another theory begins trending, and suddenly we're back at square one. It's chaos in the most entertaining way possible. And now for one last fake breaking news interruption. Reports from the world's most active online comment sections suggest absolutely everyone believes they're right, which probably means nobody truly knows what's coming. And maybe that's exactly why this fight feels different. Because beneath all the predictions, debates, confidence, speculation, and non-stop storytelling, one simple truth refuses to disappear. The bell hasn't rung yet. Every theory is still just a theory. Every storyline could collapse in seconds. Every prediction could age badly. Every confident take could become tomorrow's funniest screenshot. So here's the final twist that changes everything. Maybe the biggest surprise isn't that Errol Spence is trying to prove people wrong. Maybe it isn't that Tim Tszyu is trying to seize the biggest opportunity of his career. Maybe the biggest surprise is that the loudest battle has never been between the fighters at all. Maybe it's been between the stories fans keep creating around them. Because when the opening bell finally rings, every rumor, every theory, every hot take, every viral debate, and every dramatic headline instantly disappears, leaving only two fighters, one ring, and one truth nobody can predict. So tell me, Are we about to witness the comeback everyone underestimated, the breakthrough everyone anticipated, or has the biggest twist of this entire story been hiding in plain sight all along?